ZNS Total Sports is brought to you by Fourth Terrace Diagnostic Center.
Welcome to sports, everybody. A grand opening kicking off the 7th annual Atlantis Crown Gymnastics Invitational last night at the Imperial Ballroom. It had everything from the National Youth Choir to a Junkin who rush out, the visiting gymnasts and supporters from the USA, Canada, Suriname and the United Kingdom all joining in and having a good time. More than 1,000 gymnasts taking part in this year's edition. Competition got started today and runs through Sunday.
Since its inception in 2011, the Atlantis Crown has become a signature gymnastics competition for our local clubs and gymnasts, and indeed for all the visiting gymnasts from around the United States, and now we can say from throughout the world. We are proud to have some 82 Bahamian gymnasts competing at this year's event, and this is certainly a testament to the sport's growing popularity here in the Bahamas. From the very first meet, the high level of competition displayed at this event has helped to build the momentum and increase the competitive standard amongst our local clubs, and for that, the Federation is truly thankful.
Swimmer Enan Fernando currently in his freshman season with the Kaiser University Seahawks. He closed out 2017 on a high note.
I just came back from a meet, my mid-season meet in Savannah, Georgia, where I swam 100 free, 50 free, and 100 fly. And it was a really good meet, even though I wasn't shaved or tapered. Like, I was not rested at all. And I did really well. My 100 free was converted my best time. My 100 fly, I was converted right around the same time as my best time. So it was good for my first meet, suiting up of the year, coming off a lot of dual meets, to suit up and swim fast. And I enjoyed the competition because there were a lot of D2 schools.
Fernando also spoke about his expectations for the new year.
I just need to get focused and get back into the groove of training hard and looking at the bigger picture. I'm looking to go to Commonwealth Games in Australia, and I have a few qualifying times, and I think I should be on the list to attend the meet. And I know it'll take a lot of time off from school, but I'm ready to train and represent the country. I'm hoping to have a really good year, maybe go to some Grand Prix this year as well. Other than that, my college plans, I wouldn't want to say to cause any problems for the next year, but I'm looking at possibly transferring. But so far, I really enjoy being here, and I'm feeling good. I feel like I can just attack it and go for it. And right now, it's just hard getting to the cold times in Florida, but I'm ready to kill next year and represent the country.
The Giorgio Baldacci Nationals will get underway on Monday at the National Tennis Center. The level of play is expected to be higher than in the past couple of years, especially on the women's side.
We have Kerry Cartwright returning. She's playing on professional circuit. You have Danielle Thompson returning. She is playing college tennis. Also Simone Pratt, who was our former number one and a prospect to become a professional some years back. So we're expecting an improvement. And also Larica Russell, who is one of our most decorated Fed Cup players, is returning. And on the male side, we have Baker and Spencer Newman, who are there, and they have been, perennial favorites. Also Philip Major, who is going to be there. Marvin Roll is going to be there. Jody Turnquest, Justin Lunn. So we expect, even on the male side, it to be very competitive and field good teams for our national programs.
A number of juniors will also compete in the Giorgio Baldacci Nationals. President of the Bahamas Lawn Tennis Association, Elwood Donaldson, explains why this is so important.
It helps in that now they get to compete against a high level of competition to see how far they've improved. We our past teams had juniors such as Aisha Shepard, Sierra Donaldson, Sydney Clark, Alana Mackey, Lauren Daxon. And they were young teams that it was a good experience for them, but they were not quite at the professional level of some of the teams they encountered. They were able to get victories, but we're hoping that they have improved over the past year, and now they will see some of our veteran players and they'll be able to test themselves and see how they do against them.
The Father Martian Peters basketball tournament winding down at the Kendall Isaacs Gym. Our Julian Gibson took in some of the action on Thursday.
Ben, so let's check out intermediate boys. Heat Wave taking on Doris Johnson. This one was a heated battle, but Doris Johnson held on to win 34-29.
I mean, it was a pretty good game from start to finish, but like you said, we had to scrap it out, and we was able to get a few stops at the end of the game, and I think that's will pay dividends for us today.
Junior boys action, 8 Mile Rock, but a Cron Queens College junior boys. Final score 32-20.
They play pretty good. They're getting used to the system. This is their first time here, and the two whistles blowing at the same time with both games. Sometimes that confuses them. But I love the tournament. It's our first time here, and I like what I see. It's good for the country, and there's a lot of talent here.
Reporting for ZNS Total Sports, I am Julian Gibson.
While teams from Grand Bahama and the Family Islands continue to support the Father Martian tournament, funding continues to be an issue, and so some schools do whatever is necessary in order to make the trip.
We wash cars and stuff like that. We also will have a little dance, to help raise funds. And a lot of the teachers at the schools help the kids too, So that all that plays a part in it. The community does a good job of helping us.
In my program, I try to mold boys to men. Don't beg, work. So we try to ask, different persons if we could do some work for you to help us. Sometimes we ask the local council, could you help us? Sometimes we ask individuals from, the corporate body to see if they can help us.
The Providence Basketball Club's Holiday Classic set for December 27th through the 30th at the Donald Davis Gym. 16 teams will be taking part.
We have the national champions coming down, St. George's Jaguars. We got Agape from Abaco is coming down. South is going to be here. We got, CC Sweeting. We got Anatole Rogers. We got a lot of the private schools in it. It's shaping up to be a very, very good tournament this year. There's 4 pools, 4 teams in each pool. Pool championship, Final Four, 3rd place in championship game. So they're going to play at least 4 to 5 games throughout the holiday break. And the whole objective is, let these young men continue to play a high level of basketball. Have some scouts coming in to watch them, so hopefully at the end of the day they have an opportunity to get a scholarship. In Grand Bahama, we have quite a few go off. Down here we have a few also. The ratio is good because the talent level is good. And then you have a lot of Bahamians doing extremely well over there. Buddy is in the NBA. You're talking about DeAndre, Arizona. Talking about Tom Tom, Michigan State. And we have a lot of Bahamians playing college basketball at a high level over there. So the word is out that, the Bahamas have a lot of talent. It's just about our kids working on this skill set and this skill level to play at the college level.
That will do it for sports. Stay tuned. The Bahamas Tonight comes back after the break.